Center tonight as the Arkansas-Missouri border war heats up inside. Keep an eye outside on the shooting guard. The Hawks' success has been built on pressure defense, but Pat Bradley's bombs punctuate their trademark runs. His Tiger counterpart, Jason Sutherland, will try to match Bradley 3 for 3. 300 inside the Hearn Center. Arkansas, number 22 ranked in the country, ready to take on the Missouri Tigers.
One thing you get against Arkansas, offensive rebound. Look for Kelly to go up, get it, put it back up, get those easy points against Arkansas. That keeps the front line points together.
Whitney. And for Missouri, Derek Grimm, with an unusual combination of weapons. He's 6'10". He can shoot the three-pointer as well as Steve Herring, Dave Dodge, and Mike Thibodeau. Tyrone Lee going up with Derek points to Clemson. Knocked out. Walter finds himself open from 18 feet.
See, that's an offensive rebound. This is one of Arkansas's weaknesses, and Missouri takes advantage of them.
Now Grimm will be a threat from outside the three-point line. They'll lead by 3. Grimm again left alone, and again that's a mistake.
You just can't leave him open. You got to find him because that's what he loves to do.
Richards, he says it has got to be his show inside with no Darnell Robinson. Thames call for the travel.
Well, sometimes I think the officials get...
A moment ago by Walter on Reed felt familiar for Kareem is because in this meeting a year and 2 days ago, it was delivered by Derek Grimm in almost the identical fashion. Some hard feelings, some technicals exchanged. This is... the freshman Tate Decker has checked in for the first time for the Tigers. Off the jump stop, throws in the hook.
He's a freshman. I had him shooting the three.
From baseline jumper, keeps it alive for Grimm. Within 1, 13 to 12. Lead and the look feed for Grimm to reverse.
Beautiful execution.
Pass of the
great pass inside to Grimm. Come a touch play from Lee. Grimm up and under. Score. Good, solid.
11, 260. Thames 6'8", 220. Tate all the way off the steal.
Get the steal. One-on-one. Good hands. Got inside position on the ball. Goes right to the rim. Big basket inside. Corey Tate.
And now Tate with a 4-on-3. 3 by Sutherland.
Well, he had 32 big ones last year. He's been quiet tonight. Sutherland, 32 points last year against Arkansas down in Fayetteville. Finally gets that big 3 to...
Derek Grimm's probably going to knock these down. Third.
See, Grimm's always there around with the points. Big, strong, forward.
Worry before they find out what, if any, penalties are dealt to the Arkansas program. L.D. Murdoch. Right into the game. Jason Sutherland, a no-looker. Murdoch, Tate, and Thames. Boy, some nice ball movement by the Tigers.
The game is inside, going up strong. Good pass. Right inside. Movement ball. Excellent. Kelly Thames. Now, going up strong again from this angle. Bounce pass back. Got it. Missouri in the second half because the pace favors Arkansas.
That rolled off the heel of Bradley. Whitney.
He's the leadership that gets this game going where they run good shots, good selection, get offensive rebounds.
Tate
deep inside. You're not looking for the perimeter.
Tate with a nice 17-footer well within the range.
It's because they were patient. They got the reverse treat today. College football and turmoil over the coalition.
Who's going to point?
How about that kid? In Nike Slam Dunk Camp, he was a champion. Big East, he's at Arkansas. Kid from Boston? Everett, Massachusetts.
Arkansas ending the first half in their inimitable style as Tate misses from midcourt. They led by 10. Missouri fought back, but Arkansas with the venue to the studio and Steve Levy. Just has not gotten into the flow of things tonight so far. Lee and Matt pinned against the glass by Hood, goaltending.
I don't think that was him. Well, see, watch. He just wants to get the ball. I don't know. His old man was behind him.
A lot of easy ones. Up fake by Decker to get around Wilson.
He's going to be a tough kid. He's a people 6 or 7 teams and going after him that large break.
Jeff Hafer's first point.
Great move.
17-point lead has been chopped to 13. Now Thames, and they're within 11. At 49-38, 22nd timeout, Nolan Richardson.
Good timeout by Nolan Richardson. He wants to put out the fire before it gets into a home court advantage. Norm Stewart doing the right thing. Goes up strong. And then body ball. You got it. Tate Decker, good block. Freshman, 6'11".
Gets out, fills the lane, pulls. Kept it alive for Hafer.
Jeff Hafer, Norm Stewart loves this kid. He's a freshman, 6.
Where good things usually will happen. Decker spinning one way, then the other.
I love him. Playing hard. Watch this move. Look at this. Reverse pivot back, shoots a jumper. Blocks a shot only early December.
Really has been. Hafer.
A freshman, another freshman. All these supers to basket.
Best athlete on the team, they say. Out of control, offensive foul by Decker.
Going up too soon. Get out outside the foul line. You got to get that step in the paint, and then you can make your direction change. Go up and under. On that call. Good move. Watch. No. They may die before he does. Big three.
Tyrone Lee. There, no matter what's going on in the game, you got to beat it, and Grimm does here.
Yeah, Grimm played conference, so that'll come back to the Southeastern Conference Tournament again.
Nice job. 2-on-1, Tyrone Lee, and a jump over.
Sutton has a shot, you know, when you take a look downside. Now, here's your divisions. Look at the powers. See, Kansas, Iowa State, Texas Tech, and Texas, believe it or not. 1-3-1 zone now by Arkansas.
Jason Sutherland just cannot find the touch. Lee, another putback.
Because the zone, what happens is everything's in the paint. I want that kid.
Surprised even the Bradley.
Great pass.
Lee from L.D. Murdoch.
L.D., it's just L. It doesn't mean after this last timeout to get a gun. Now watch this on top. Little movement inside, little foul.
That's it. Thompson.
Call him.
Apologize for
inside. Good steal, good deflection. Deflections are good defense. That means you're getting a piece of the ball, puts pressure on the offense. There you go again. Watch this. He got in quick. See, right in the blind position.
And that's 4 on Derek Grimm.
That's love college basketball. It's just going to be incredible what we got, and it's only early December.
Tigers have not missed from the line.
Temple with Tulane.
By Williams. Sutherland to the deck to get it right back. And finally saved out to Reed by Derek Hood.
Officials need a whistle. They need a whistle. You're going to have a fight. There you go. Here you go.
Sutherland jumping up and down on Reed, who's hurt.
But Dave, I'm telling you, the official action here. See, out of control. Get the hands off him. Out of control. Get the hands off him. Now that's an accident. He didn't do that on purpose.
Now, right there, that's not an accident.
No, that's no.
I didn't think.
Oh, no. He lost his balance. He didn't step on him. I disagree with you.
Well, from the other end,
MVP, no matter what happens. Nice.
Murdoch.
Here comes Mr. Wilson off the bench. And wait till we see Mr. Grimm come off the bench.
70-62.
I think Jason has gotten a lot of respect now, not only from our team, but from the people involved in the game. I know for a while there's concern about how tough he played. And now I think the officials and everybody are really aware that, hey, you're just a kid that'll just let it all hang out.
Solid player, really aggressive, senior, smart leadership.
Man Reed picking up Sutherland, who easily glides past him and scores with a left-handed scoop.
Well, you're down 8.
Sutherland helped out by Tate against the pressure. Lee has been the story of the second half for the Tigers.
Yes, he has. Now, you don't want to...
One, which is what we have left here in Columbia. Hafer drops in the...
Boy, is he going to be a solid player.
And Hafer, who just switched a pair right back to the stripe.
Well, don't forget, as we said earlier, he scored the 6 points in overtime. It's a team with dunks, 4 dunks. So he's all over the place as a freshman. 2 big foul shots for a freshman.
Still hadn't hit the windy. Tyrone Lee way outside, and he knocks the bottom out.
Press and foul. You got to foul. Here's a great three-point shot. Look at this. That is NBA all the way.
That's beyond the old NBA line.
You got that right.
No one's ever won 4 straight trips into this building. Lee banked it in straight on.
Well, I bet you got to hit one, but not off the... Watch this shot by... Watch the bank. Off the... I guess Raph would call that a kiss. It'll be fine in the Big 12.
5 in a row in the series. 4 and 2. Well played second half. Could have been blown wide open when Arkansas led by 17. Tigers didn't die. They lose 80-76.
Not a ticket to be found in this place. A lot of people around the Big 12 are kidding themselves that they think Kansas is struggling. They are 22-0, and the Tigers look for the big upset tonight at home.
Where I was once a player and played in some great rivalries with Kansas. Thought about looking at some old film, but that does no good for tonight. I started looking today at the Kansas films and how good this Kansas team is and what Missouri has to do. Well, first thing, take care of the basketball. In the full court pressure, and more importantly, in the half court pressure, Kansas gets after you defensively. Second thing is you have to shoot the ball well against Kansas. If you have open shots, make it. The last thing is Missouri is terrific at the foul line. Be aggressive with the basketball. Get fouled, make free throws. This Kansas team is awfully good. Last year, Missouri shot the ball well, didn't turn it over, and beat number 3 Kansas. Tonight, they have a chance to upset undefeated and number 1 Kansas in the Hearns building. It's about game time. I better get dressed. I'll join you, Bob, in a minute.
Well, John, I'm not worried. 11 of his 20 in the extra session. And, of course, a change in the Kansas lineup with Pollard out. And D.B. Ray, the junior out of Plainfield, Texas, who's a JUCO guy as recently as a year ago. He's become a very important man for Norm Stewart. Jayhawks in their road blues. It's Rafe LaFrentz in the air against Kelly Thames. And the Jayhawks have it with Paul Pierce. They run. LaFrentz has a height advantage and he's very soft touch inside. D.B. Ray keeping his dribble. There's Grimm. The 3 rattles down. The Hearns center goes wild. And the Tigers lead. He steps out. He missed him a step. Haas just faked at him. Grimm, a very good standstill three-point shooter. Tigers are running. Jayhawks have good numbers, though, getting back. Grimm for 3. Well, if this big guy gets hot, he can be a problem for the Jayhawks. As the ball goes in court, Tate's going to get a little push from behind, draws his first personal foul. Shot, but he made it. Last year, he would shoot early in the offense and maybe with some pressure on him as Grimm hits again. This year, Haas much more patient on the offense. Here's a defensive force baseline. Haas just a little bit late, but one of the things about Grimm, again, he's 6'10". So when he puts it on the defensively, Kansas, when Pierce has the ball, he's the most threatening of the Jayhawks with the dribble. Into the line a lot. They've got a shot. They were unbelievable against Kansas State here the other day. And, of course, Norm's team is the best shooting team in these parts at 75 from the line.
Yeah, one of the top free throw shooting teams in the country. One of the things they lack, though, without a true post play, they don't get to the rim, and they're not here a little bit. They're in the half court, but they're looking pretty quick. And L.D. Murdoch blocks B.J. Williams. Jock looking for Pierce. He did a great job of sealing off his man, and that's Paul's first pass from the floor. Switching to the right hand, got his own, and a foul. To go to work on Pierce. Both guys are athletic. Both guys are slashers. Throws it up off the board. Really looks like just to go catch it and lay it in and draws a foul. Saturday's ball game. Played brilliantly against Texas, defensively against Reggie Freeman. Also offensive hinges. This is Sutherland against Billy Thomas. Alley-oop to the back door. Kelly Thames with the left-hander. Watch the nice switch to the left hand by Kelly Thames, and the Tigers lead. Jason Kidd's points/assists record. Yeah, as you mentioned, what a job when Jock Vaughn was out. In 31 minutes of play, had not played a whole bunch of minutes this year, but gentleman from Kansas against Kansas State now. John with 17 points and 8 rebounds in that game. Something about these Tigers, they just don't. Diagonal for Tate. Now they'll run the secondary break, and DB for 3. Well, extra bonus for the Tiger team. D.B. Ray not scoring many points. Only an opening to shoot. He has cut down his penetration except that time, and that's what Vaughn does best. Hard
me. Missouri on the break. D.B. Ray on the secondary break buries the three. We're back after this from your friends at Phillips 60s. On running interference. A little bit late. Both Grimm and Sutherland attack the ball. And Derek Grimm. Sutherland for Thames. Got the roll. Kelly Thames with a half dozen tonight. The second time. Tyrone Lee barely gets iron. Underneath, it's Corey Tate with his first basket. But not attacking the ball as it comes off the rim. Yeah, they seem to be just spectating there a little. Pierce, offensive foul. Oh my, that's his third. Yeah, what a big blow for the Kansas team. You need weak side help defensively. There's Kelly Thames, draws contact. Paul Pierce will sit out the rest of this half. Missouri by 3 as Pierce sits down with 6:09 remaining. 2% from the line in Big 12 play. Well, you always like to talk about kids who work hard in this competition, doing the things you have to do to make yourself a better player. It's amazing. He's 35 Hawks, but Haas missed it. Here's Tyrone Lee against Jaquan. Big basket, good rebound by Ray. Instead of holding the ball, he looked up the court. That ball was kicked. A fresh 35 for the Jayhawks. This basket will make it an 8-0 run for the Tigers. Yeah, again, D.B. Ray was going to hold it. Then he looked up the floor, and Tyrone Lee, a good slasher-type player. Vaughn does a nice job defensively. Not much you can do. Lee just went up and over Jock. Or Jim Calhoun or James Dickey. You can play well against these guys for a long time, but you almost always have in the back of your mind the Jayhawks are going to make a run sometime. Yeah, they'll make a run, and where they're on. D.B. Ray stepping in front of him. Thomas way out there. NBA range. And Billy with a pair of threes tonight. I'll tell you what, you play when they play Kansas is, hey, try to match their intensity. All ball game. Try to stay with them. That's why they're good. Lee from Alouche. So they're moving well without the ball. Here comes Tyrone Lee down the middle. T.J. Pooh a little bit late. Kansas gets it out quickly. And as Missouri is running a little bit for the guys in blue tonight. Robertson drains the three. A couple of players, including Sutherland. Robertson outnumbered. Boy, not a good play, not a good decision by Ryan Robertson. Sometimes you can get caught up in being back home, and Roy Williams won't like that play. And Robert Grimm working out of a trap. Sutherland, 6 seconds. Thames, it's a one-point game. Jayhawks run out of time. One of the best first halves we've seen all year long. Missouri hangs tough at home. Roy Williams, Jayhawks keep their composure. And it's the Hawks by 1 over the Tigers after 20 minutes. The Tigers, and Missouri got out on the break pretty well lately. And you mentioned early what a key the play of D.B. Ray would be. Now, here's the rebound by Ray, and it looked like he was going to hold it up, but he pushed it up. Tyrone Lee uses his height advantage on Jock Vaughn, 6'6", goes as far as he can and shoots it. Early in the ballgame, it was Derek Grimm's show. He hit 3 shots early to get Missouri on track and get the crowd into it early, which is what Kansas didn't want to have happen. And on the Kansas side, LaFrance has had trouble inside, has missed some easy shots, but watch the double team. If you double team a guy like this, almost 3 players around, that leaves guys for the offensive board. Grimm gets pushed under too far. B.J. Williams with a great tip in. For your live, shooting a very good percentage from the field, and I thought they would have to stay in this ball game as we take a look at the recap. One of the keys, though, Paul Pierce and Danny. Great help defensively by B.J. Williams. Sutherland will drive, and that's a blocking foul. Very unhappy about it is Paul Pierce. Maybe he won't play a whole. Very heady play by Sutherland. Here's Thames. Nobody saw him. Well, you won't see that very much from a Kansas defense. Thames took it baseline, no help. Easy jam. In a 2-man game, Grimm and Tate. Corey Tate with his second field goal of the night. 6 points. He takes him baseline, but B.J. Williams is pushing him baseline. He's supposed to have help, no help side defense. Easy play. But Roy Williams still had a smile on his face. And then Norm said, but you can't smile when you have such a good ball club. Thames got his own. Boy, how about Kelly Thames? Taking it to the basket, finishing 12 points on the night. He had 4 rebounds. And then Billy Thomas. Billy's it on the board and stays with it. Finishes, as I said, 12 points already on the night. Yeah, that is true. He may be rewarded. Boy, look at the defense. Good job by Murdoch on the step through there. Corey Tate, he hooks it. 8 for him, and not a bad little pass of defense. Here Murdoch sees it, makes one turn. Now he steps through, releases himself. That's for an easy layup. Corey Tate does a man-to-man. Kelly Thames. Boy, Thames staring him right in the face. They are really battling each other. Sutherland for 3. He finally gets on the board. Always pushing. Billy Thomas always stroking the 3. He's had 4 of them tonight. How'd you like to play with John Bond? This kid just pushes and pushes, and all you have to do is spot up. Finally getting on track with a deep shot. That's what he does best. Last year, 12th nationally. Shot nearly 47% from three-point circle. This year, about 43. Tyrone Lee, Kelly Thames posting up. Sutherland dribble penetration off balance. And he's got 5 quickies after it took a long time to get on the board. And Missouri back to him, the rebound. Kelly's had a big night. He finds Alouche. And Derek Grimm caused that because Grimm was away from the basket. Pugh and Haas were pointing at each other. Who should pick up Grimm? He looked like he was open. Alouche goes under the basket. Good pass by Thames. Tie game in the 4th, back and forth. And right now it's KU by 2 despite the Alouche basket. When you're 11 and 10 like Missouri is, this is about all you can hope for. What a move. It's a tie. Yeah, what a move by Corey Tate on the rebound. Finish one. This team is about as automatic as it gets. If they make them, they seem to all make them. If they miss, then everyone seems to miss. Kind of like baseball. Hitting's contagious. In basketball, it's free throws. And we're tied again. How about this? How many times have we said that tonight? E.B. Wright catching up with Jock Vaughn. There's Pierce. Yeah, he'll be a factor. Ball with only his second back. This is his first one and the only one of the game in the first half. And as we mentioned earlier, well, look at that. Hey, how about that? We got the 2 best free throw shooters in the building. One of them's got a tie on. Brad. It might have given them a little second half momentum for that. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of offensive. A scramble on the floor, and Pierce comes up with it. The possession arrow belongs to Missouri. It's the Performance Company. Played possum. He hobbled down on his ankle, posted up Haas. Haas looked at him like, well, I thought you were hurt. Tap tonight. Grimm receives it, goes to the glass. Derek Grimm with 16, and Missouri's on top by 1 with 2:40. Remember, take the ball to the hole too much, and is it noisy? There's Haas hanging, can't score, and the Jayhawks will see it go back the other way. The charge. Defensive help. Sutherland's man goes away. He steps in. Haas is gliding in midair. Contact will go the other way. And look at the from the line tonight. The Hearns Center becomes the Hearns Library. Plenty of time on the shot clock here. Vaughn driving. Oh, it goes right in without touching anything. And the body balance not to charge. As he took it inside, Lee slid over to take the charge. Vaughn controlled himself when drawing fouls and things. Lee stopped. Grimm has it. Waiting. Blocked by LaFrance. And Rafe comes up with it. How about LaFrance now? Center. The best night of the year for Missouri so far, but can they get it done? Yeah, letting them play inside. Grimm ball fakes, but LaFrance comes over the top and just takes the ball away. And I have seen enough of these special things happen. Look at Pierce. So quick on the first step, and LaFrance can't score. Neither can Pierce, and he has fouled out. Opportunities missed. First by Pierce and then LaFrance. And the aggressive play by Pierce draws his 5th foul. As Pierce takes it in, little soft touch, can't get get it. LaFrance right there. Again, has a pretty easy look at it, though he's too far under the basket. The aggressive play by Pierce. Kelly Thames and company doing a nice job of keeping Pierce off the boards. Paul Pierce only 4 points and 1 rebound tonight. He got early foul. Kelly Thames to the line at the other end. Looks like D.B. Ray had something on his uniform because they switched his top, and now you see him. This to go up by 2. It's amazing their first conference game. They would go on to go 12-2. Lost to Iowa State in the Big XII Tournament. 18 for Kelly Thames. Mizzou by 3. Kansas wants a timeout. Against Vaughn, and Tyronn Lue has been terrific all this Big 12 season. It's a long way from top to bottom these days in the Big 12. These are the overall standings. Well, what a 1-point game. 12 for LaFrance. Jayhawks with full court pressure. 13 free throws all year for DB. And they're not looking to foul, just trying to see if they can waste some shot clock. Good move by Derek Grimm. Go to the basket hard, draw contact. It appears to be on Billy Thomas. 26. Whoops. Yeah, and Grimm had not gone to the foul line all night, and you have to get loose. Norton gives him a little smile. Guy's been through a lot of wars over there. They needed that one. Kansas down by 2. Final 25 seconds. Thomas for LaFrance. Around Thames. He missed it. And we've got a foul. It's against B.J. Williams. How about that? LaFrance again. Point blank. I can't believe he missed it, John. Thames let him go. Makes free throws. They can make it a 2-possession game. Take a look at that. Right there, point blank. Derek Grimm blocks out. B.J. Williams contact. Derek Grimm goes back to the... Now there's no way Missouri can make it a 2-possession game. This is a big one right here. Oh. 19 for Grimm. Jayhawks need a 3. Final 10 seconds. Jock Vaughn fouled by DB. (71-69). Here's where the block out has to happen. Williams, because he is a quick jumper. LaFrance has it, and the game is tied. Final 5 seconds. D.B. Ray shooting. No. Overtime. Can you believe it? And you've got to figure advantage Kansas because they've been here before. Yeah, they were here last Saturday and they did a nice job. A great play by Ray LaFrance. It happened against Nebraska Saturday, and here we go again, say the Jayhawks. Have to put your body and get him as far away. There's the spin move. Very good move by LaFrance. Not much contact, just kind of swinging arms. But the one thing he did, he stepped in and made a quick move behind him. Grimm didn't get his body into him quick enough. And you know what? At Texas, Missouri fortunate they feel. Missouri one other OT this year in November. They beat Creighton at the San Juan shootout. Jock Vaughn surveying the situation. Thomas, quick first step, and he drills it. Billy Thomas, that's the first one inside the... This weekend, when Kansas felt like relief when they got a chance in overtime. And Tyronn Lue had it the last 20 seconds of the game and erupted. Well, Grimm, no problem getting both of them that time. He was straddling the line. He missed everything, but right there is Haas, and that's 20 for Jared tonight. Kansas much more defensively. He's done a nice job challenging inside, blocking shots, and rebounding. Now TJ Pugh is going to have to play a little bit bigger. Tyrone Lee strokes it and ties it. 75. Sutherland on the France mismatch inside. Yeah, they threw it over Jason. Then a foul by Kelly Thames, who was trying to help. And block the way of the offensive man and then get back to your man. Thames called to switch. LaFrance now with 15 of his 17. Guess when? Second. Good from the outside. Good move by Lee. Sutherland got his man off the floor. Nothing but net. And the game is tied again. Great ball fake, great shot. Tyrone Lee calls it. Entry pass. Tate against LaFrance, and he just banks it in. So much taller than everybody. You know what he does best, Bobby? Keep it. You mentioned Thames at 70%, now 7 and 7. Tied again. 20 for Kelly. Offensively. LaFrance over Thames, and he knocks another one in. 21 for Rafe LaFrance. And the Tigers keep answering. Sutherland scoreless the first half, now has 14 in the second. Well, you look to the upperclassmen to close. Pass will shoot the little jumper. Right, LaFrance again. Even when they don't go to him, he scores. And that's something was probably too far underneath to really know where he was again when he went to the basket. Here's Lee with a terrific pass. That's what he does best. Can't convert, but Thames stays with it. Draws the contact. Will now go back to the free throw line. For the umpteenth time, that to tie. Here we go again. Final 45 seconds. Here comes the crowd one more time. Pass went down, got up. Good no call by the referee. Vaughn the drive. It doesn't roll in for him. D.B. Ray on defense. With a free throw. Oh, it spends a long time. Crouched. Long time. Kansas scoring. No problem there. 17 for Jot. And again, Kansas by 2. Can Missouri answer again? Look for Sutherland off the down pick from Lee. Good switch out by Billy Thomas. They go to Tate on the wing. Q watching him. Corey Tate going one-on-one. The kick to Thames. D.B. Ray. It's Tate waiting, and there's a foul. And if that's on T.J. Pugh, he's gone. Pugh a little 10 against Kansas State. We mentioned it before, a 64-65. Give it to Corey Tate. You can't ice a Missouri shooter, can you? Well, here we go once again. Jock Vaughn, 5 seconds. Inside 3, he'll take the shot. It misses, and it's double overtime. Oh, my. Norm Stewart looks like the Cheshire Cat with that smile. We're going to play 5 more minutes, folks. Get ready. Tyrone Lee jumps it up against LaFrance. Jayhawks have it. But overtime now. Billy Thomas for Haas. Help from Tate, and he's got it. You know, in the first over to ball, Lee has to stay close to Thomas. LaFrance over Thames. Finally missed one. Haas kept it alive. And then Sutherland sort of handed the ball. Tyrone Lee wouldn't quite roll for him. And LaFrance the rebound. Here's Haas. Tigers force him to the wing. Thomas, he's been lethal tonight. Billy was 17. He's got 5 underneath right here. The ball comes off. Yeah, off the shoulder. Sutherland. Push pushing it in. It's a 3, and the game is tied. Oh, that's amazing. What kind of shot was that? Energizes the Hearn center again. Down goes D.B. Ray. Short on, way short. Corey Tate the rebound. Here tonight you might get out. That's right. Sutherland tripped. Jock Vaughn got him. The ball, but the shot out of the corner. Look at this shot. He looked down and Ron Robertson looked away like there's no way he's going to shoot the defense. Vaughn trips him up with his feet. You know, the only time the Tigers haven't shot free throws well is when they've been ahead or
you're
tied.
right. You're right.
When they're behind, they can't miss.
The big miss by Grimm at the end of regulation would have put them ahead by 4.
Overtime. LaFrance, tough catch. Thames goes down, and so does the follow by LaFrance. 25 for Rafe.
Well, the crowd wanted a charge. Made his move inside.
Jayhawks by 1. Thames. He leaned right into LaFrance and knocked it home. 24 for Kelly Thames. Minute 20 remaining.
Now, if you're D.B. Ray, deny Jock Vaughn the basketball. He likes to run everything when he gets the ball.
And Kelly Thames, if that's on him, he's gone.
What a ball game by Kentz that scored 24 points on the night. Look at him demanding the ball against a taller Rafe LaFrance. And when he gets it, he doesn't shoot a fadeaway, which will allow a shot blocker to get to the shot easier. He takes it right to his body.
Advantage Kansas. Player. Well, from Missouri's standpoint, that could have been worse. LaFrance hits 1. And the Jayhawks get it back even.
And now you have a team offensively by Missouri. Sutherland's been kind of on the Lone Ranger, so to speak, handling the basketball and has done a nice job and kept his team into things on the switching defenses by Kansas. Jock Vaughn on Jason Sutherland. Vaughn very good away from the ball and denying Sutherland the ball.
Shot clock down to 10. What an entry pass. Murdoch knocks it down. What a shot by the sophomore. Missouri by 2. Vaughn drives and ties the game. He is unflappable. The shot clock is on. It's a 4-second differential.
And last time down, Murdoch got open because they're trying to set picks for Sutherland. LaFrance helped. Murdoch stepped in. D.B. Ray put it right on the money. So watch Sutherland baseline, folks. He's going to come off picks and try to get the shot again.
Lawrence Stewart walking on the far sideline like a walk in the park.
And here comes the trapping defense that they did against Nebraska.
Sutherland from Ray. Shot clock inside 10. Tyrone Lee, dribble penetration. Vaughn had it. Missouri gets it. Corey Tate! Corey Tate! 5.6 seconds remaining. And Missouri miraculously gets the ball back and takes the lead by 2.
Can you believe this? When he puts the ball down, Tyrone Lee, Jock Vaughn makes a strip but can't come up with it. The only guy to pick it up, shot clock's running down. Corey Tate lets it go. He knew it when he let it go, folks. They move the ball. Jock Vaughn has a steal right here. He has the steal, can't come up with the basketball. Corey Tate's reaction right when he let it go, he knew it was in.
Did you see the shot clock? When that ball went, the shot clock said 2.
Amazing play. I mean, Vaughn has the steal. There's the shot clock. Corey Tate backpedals. He knows it's in. The reaction from the Tiger faithful is it's been a ball game.
You know, John, it's amazing. When you work hard, sometimes the ball finds you.
Yeah.
Kansas now. 90.
Ask Thomas Robertson, three-point shooters. Vaughn the speedster. LaFrance can go inside. Good job defensively.
LaFrance back to Haas. Haas to LaFrance for 3. Missouri pulls the upset. And Kansas is unbeaten no longer. This is the third time that Kansas, as a #1 team, has been beaten by Missouri. How about the last play of the game? Good defensive strategy by the Tigers. Make Kansas go full court without Jock Bump. Jared Haas looking for someone that can't get ball reversal. Not enough time. They forced a long shot. Tiger victory. How about the bench reaction? The Tigers are 12-10. The Jayhawks are 22-1. What a night at the Hearn Center. In double overtime, the Tigers win it. For John Sundvold and all of our crew here at the Hearn Center, Bob Carpenter. Hope you enjoyed an exciting, dramatic night of Big 12 basketball.
Nevada, Missouri has to win here if they want to remain in a hunt for an NCAA bid. They beat #1 Kansas. Can they beat #2? Can they beat Wake Forest? On the other side, Wake Forest wants to be #1 for the first time in the history of the school. To make that happen, they got to beat Missouri here and hope that Kansas gets beat.
10 have gone down this week. Wake Forest and Missouri coming up next. 13,000 plus on hand as we take a look at Dave Odom, the head coach at Wake Forest. And Dick, look at the size of that front line.
Well, they're certainly big with their Woods. And take a look right there at Missouri's starting lineup. They're going to have to get great play out of Thames. Thames is going to have to really be a force inside. He's also going to be asked to check Tim Duncan. Had a big game against Kansas.
Here's what they're playing for, Dick. Kansas playing Iowa State.
#1. If
Kentucky
Kentucky wins and they both lose, Kentucky's #1.
Kentucky up by 10 over Villanova. You mentioned Thames. He'll probably match up on Tim Duncan today. The first meeting ever between these two. 5'10" junior college transfer Grimm, the big 6'10" kid, and there's Sutherland for three-point land, and he knocks it down.
That's what they have to do. He's an outstanding to it.
Woods was moved into the starting lineup, Dick. 6 games.
Woods going elsewhere. Lamont Turner was his dad's name. 6'9".
Tate will pull up. That's a 2, and he's got it. Corey Tate.
And I know who jumped out of her seat right now. His grand Dave. What a smile he knows to her face.
Beautiful pass by Duncan, and that's why he leads Wake Forest in assists this year.
Well, he's a great passer.
He's first. There's the turnaround by Duncan. He is so under control, so Woods working against Grimm.
Oh, what a
Beautiful
great fake. Oh, hello. Hello, the All-American. A little high rise. There's the fake. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Made him leave something on the floor.
29 left to go first half. Sutherland from way outside. Hits!
I'll tell you one thing, they had a like looking at the 2-1-2 zone. I don't think they will. Mr. Vitale, Mr. Saunders, Dale Brown, and Kim Duncan.
Larry Graham as Tate hits it from the side. Corey Tate, he's got 4.
In 67, 68, and 69.
Grimm for 3. Hits! Derek Grimm!
I'll tell you, Grimm and Sutherland could flat out shoot the ball. You place him on to get to that line again, as he's done in previous big wins.
Duncan, the baseline turnaround.
I'll tell you one thing, when he sets it, he's got super speed. But I like Cincinnati. I think they're getting better and better right now.
That's L.D. Murdoch, the sophomore, who has just checked into the game. He's 6'10".
Guy off the bench. He can provide instant offense.
Down just a bit to 37% this year.
Roger, he had arthroscopic knee surgery as well.
What about Derek Grimm?
I'll tell you, that three-point shot gives your uncle
On the block, the turnaround, and Duncan the rebound.
You better make it count because you're not going to get the second shot, Roger.
Sutherland almost.
I wonder if he goes for 750 a pop like I do.
Grimm at the free throw line, and of course, one of the best free throw shots.
Here's a good message. He was upset that he missed 2 against Kansas, and he was out here real early today. And that's the top of the mountain work ethic.
Duncan with the left hand, and count it.
I'll tell you, he's incomparable, baby. He's a messy kid. There's a look at Tim Duncan. And there's the drive and the use of the left hand. 8 ones against Duke down the stretch.
66% on the year as Grimm goes for 3, and again, Derek Grimm is third trade.
I'll tell you, he's the trifecta, man. He's got the area code jump shot. He and Sutherland can shoot the jump. But the one thing, this club can shoot against that zone.
Sutherland for 3, in! Jason Sutherland.
I'm surprised seeing the zone. 3. Tyrone Lee's a guy with a lot of skill.
Good pass from Ray to Thames and the home of the Giant Killers, Missouri. They cut it to 1.
And the Hearn Center is rocking, baby. They're special. There's the reversal up on top. And there's Ray with the no look. He enters it down to the interior. There's the conversion. Look at Sutherland. Penetration. You penetrate and you pitch. PP, and then you add a third P. It's called points, baby, and you put them down. The 3 P.
To surpass Melvin Booker as the all-time Temple.
Beat again today.
And Duncan again. Tim Duncan with 10.
I tell you, he gets in deep. He's Iverson and Marcus Camby.
Duncan, 10 points. Make it 11.
Really ran the camp, was involved big time. In fact, they produced a lot of people from that camp. Guys like Mike into this week for the first time in the history of that school.
Ray for 3. How about that? D.B. Ray, his first points of the half. He's only averaging a point and a half on the year. As from half court, it flies, and it's no good.
Well, Ray hit a big shot against Kansas, his only basket. It was a timely one, just as the one here. They want him to run the offense, handle the rock, and D.B. Ray has done it. There he's going to kick it out. He said, look, I can shoot the rock too, baby. I can tickle the twine.
Let's go to New York. John Saunders and Dale.
To play on the playground every day, Raj, trying to shoot the rock and handle it like Bob Cousy.
Tyrone Lee, who's in there, puts it up and in. Good job there. He's really played well in Big 12 play, averaging about 11 points a game.
Side, a lot of rebounds go off to the offside.
Quickly to Woods inside.
Oh,
move around
what a
Murdoch.
great move. What a super move. You're watching a diaper. That they would have to get a spurt. But look at Duncan. He's alert. He anticipates well. He's got a good basketball IQ. He knows where his teammates are, and he gets another assist, baby. Leads the team in assists. Thames having a tough afternoon, but shouldn't feel bad.
Oh, what a move by Duncan as he pulled up in front of Alouche.
You know, Roger, Wake Forest will be #1 in America. Kentucky with a blowout over Villanova. What has happened to the Cavs?
Sutherland for 3, and that's his 4th.
I watch Duncan right now. He'll just smother you. The long arms, and there's the timing, and there's another block. And then he goes on the other end. He said, well, now since I blocked that shot, I should just beat everybody down and get a layup and show I can run in transition.
Alouche for 3. He hits it. Danny Alouche.
They got to get a lot of threes, Roger. They got to make something happen. 70% on the season. He's going to be the Danny Warfel of, I said it once, I'll say it again, the Danny Warfel of college basketball. He's going to run away. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Hurts and Davis. Why did I say that?
I don't know.
Oh, help me out, Roger.
Well, you don't know what you're saying sometimes.
You got that right. That's the most accurate.
Now, Dave Odom has been arguing with the officials during the whole timeout, and I don't know whether it's about somebody that's in the stands behind the bench. And somebody at the score. He kept pointing over to that area.
He's really was frustrated.
He's got a 6'5" man on him. He's only 5'8". Sutherland, he'll take the 3. Hits! Jason Sutherland.
Got a beautiful release. If he can square his body and knock. Joe Castiglione took us to Sacred Heart today. Nice pass.
Yeah, Grimm from Alouche. Grimm's got 13.
Grimm gets to the longer themes.
Oh, nice move by Ray to Grimm for 3. Hits!
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to get shots from Mr. Grimm. You got to get shots from Mr. Grimm. He'll bring a Grimm look to the Wake Forest bench. They need an end to it. We must get rid of it.
Thames inside, and the block by Duncan is 3rd.
See, Thames still insists on. Look at this, a perfect 10. That's a Bulgarian. That's a perfect. They're my choices, #1. This is a battle for #2 now. Will it be Kentucky 2 or will it be
Alouche for 3?
Wake Forest.
Hey, Kentucky made a big statement today, didn't they?
A big-time statement, blowing out Villanova. Going to watch the penetration. And he's going to do a little hop step
on the defensive end.
Well, now I'd go to Thames because Duncan's playing him with 4.
Sutherland, 3!
I tell you, Jason, here comes the volcano. It's ready to erupt here. The Hearn Center is 6.
Mark and Sutherland with 6 trays on the day, 18 points. And Missouri
beat him in turn. DBT.
Duncan off the glass and in.
He gets the ball in that deep. You might as well just forget about it. I think John Saunders handled it.
Oh, that's right. I think you're right.
He likes to give the rock up.
2 of 4 from the line today as he knocks that one down. 3 of 5 for Duncan. And it's a 10-point ball game with 2.
What I like about Duncan, he has a great temperament.
Sutherland, is this his 7th 3? Yes!
It is. Yes, it is. He's just feeling it. He's a rhythm shooter. He's in that rhythm. And there's his dad who sees the same.
Taken out of the starting lineup. He has worked his way back in. A great effort against Kansas the other night in that double overtime victory. And he has been the three-point machine here today.
Look about Huggins. He sent a message to Fortson. He sat him down and he said, hey, unless you adhere to what we're going to do, you're going to...
Rutland misses the second one, but Duncan chases it down.
Last year, Valeria, and I had her at the
ESPYs. I know. The 3 home losses. The opponents have really been to the line more than Missouri as Duncan hits the second one.
How far when they were undefeated in the Big 8?
Alouche. Puts it up, and Decker the follow.
Decker's going to be a good player for them. He's a freshman. Decker, number 4 now. There's a Alush with the little jumper, and look at him taking it right to the big guy. He said, Mr. Duncan, I'm only a Duncan. No, don't look at him, Decker. Don't talk. So it looks like they're back again.
Sutherland the follow.
Sutherland with the easy layup as opposed to a 3. But
final seconds ticking away. It was a valiant effort by Missouri trying to take out 1 and 2 as Ray hits the three-pointer.
D.B. Ray's got to look for his shot a little bit more.
He's hit a couple of trays today, and that's it.
It's been a big performance by Wake Forest. Davey Odom gets a nice win on the road against a Big 12 opponent who had just beaten number 1.
73-65, the final from the Hearn Center in Columbia, Missouri. For Dick Vitale, I'm Roger Twyble.
Missouri. Corey Tate's jumper in double overtime 13 days ago gave Missouri an upset win over number 1 Kansas, and they look to do the same against the number 1 Jayhawks again tonight.
Kansas University filled to capacity as usual, and tonight particular emphasis on enthusiasm because the Tigers
a whole lot to Missouri, particularly what they've been able to do to them in the 90s. This is a terrific rivalry. These two clubs have played almost dead even during the 90s. Right now, Kansas right back in that familiar position of being number 1.
Don Rutledge, the veteran official, is the referee tonight. He has John Clockerty and Frank Massoni working with him. The tip will be controlled by KU.
Points and 17 rebounds.
Ron Thames is a 73%, and he's one of the poor shooters on here because they got an 84, an 82, and an 82.
And the most recent statistics were released by the NCAA. They actually ranked.
Situation 4-2, Kansas on top early. And you see we have played just about 3 minutes in the early going. Jason Sutherland, who did not start tonight's ball game, hits a 3.
Kansas doing a nice job again. Pressure on the ball, double teaming where they find the open position to do it in. A nice move by Lee.
Oh, great job as he takes it along this number 1 Jayhawk team just 13 days ago. Thames early kisses it off the glass and scores, and he's got 4. And Larry,
better with every game.
No question about it. Sophomore out of Omaha, Nebraska. Lee takes a long 3 and he switches it.
Tyrone Lee showing you what he can do out.
Handle on it.
Watch Tyrone Lee go right down the middle. It goes up. Nice little jump shot. Oh, that was a nice follow through. Little flip of the wrist, bottom of the net.
Hawks so far.
Once again, LaFrentz out with a high.
Makes the steal. LaFrentz from Thomas. Give him a dozen.
Nice fake by Lee.
Lee strong to the hoop. Robertson working against Sutherland. He got it. Let's go to the studio. Chris, wow.
Started Sutherland to start this second half. Played pretty well in that first half. Has with a good defensive play.
And they get the ball that went to the floor, come back with it, and score it up. He'll pull up from 18 and miss it.
Oh, put it in the highlight.
Lee, fouled by Williams, score the basket and an opportunity for 3 points.
No one, not this move. See, he goes to the inside. Once he's there, you can see the help coming from the other side and the foul.
Got it. Lee with 3 now, and Lee counted for 3. 17 now for him. And Tyrone, or the Tigers playing with a lot of confidence. Ray along the baseline.
I think it's a blocking foul underneath.
It is going to be.
Watch it again now. Ray makes the move around Vaughn. Tough to do that. You know what? I think that was the proper call. It looked like he was in the air and Haas was still moving.
Moved underneath him.
Watch Haas here, number 35. See him go right there? Yeah, he was moving. Once the guy gets airborne.
Upended the Kansas Jayhawks final 81-74. Since
everybody's been through here.
Grimm for 3. Count it.
Wow.
Grimm is now on a march. He's got 8. And
make this move to the outside. Square up. Feet underneath of him. Good push. Good follow through. Bottom of the net.
just doesn't have the same explosion that he once had, and it's really a shame because I think he could have played at the next level.
Well, you and I saw him play a lot as a freshman.
Junior out of St. Louis. And actually, I don't mean to suggest that he's not going to play on the next level, but it certainly has hindered his progress. Lee for three.
Boy, he has really answered Kansas. Every time they get ready to stretch it out, he's come back and got 44 assists.
By the way, Lee tonight with his 20 points, that's a career high, Larry. Sutherland bombs away from outside. And hey, you get a career high against a team like this in their arena. Thames. The foul is on Haas.
Watch the move by Sutherland. A big three to get them within three. Watch this move by Thames. Haas was there. Don Rutledge says 5 and 7 in this league, playing the #1 team. But they always rise to the occasion when they play Kansas.
Thames now with 14, a very steady. 15 points for Kelly Thames.
The one that go up and down that roster, and just about every one of these guys can shoot free throws well.
So there's a timeout. We'll take it with a 7:34 left to play.
Pressure off of you. As long as you continue to win, you've got that pride of continuing to play for an undefeated season.
Pierce. Lee with an air ball. Tate Decker with the follow, and it's blocked by LaFrance. They're going to call goaltending on LaFrance.
Now Missouri needs on almost every possession at least something, either a 2 or a 3.
Nice look to Graham. He got to it and scored.
Nobody went down to the floor with him, and he got it, and now Mercy threes now. They're in that position.
Sutherland for 3. Got it.
On cue.
14 points for Jason. Basketball than they were. They're better focused. They're playing better at both ends of the floor. I mean, this is...
The tournament's beginning in another 10 days to 2 weeks. Well, we got 3 bodies go down. I don't know who's going to get this foul. Watch again now. Here's everybody lined up on the free throw line. Look at this. Well, I saw 3 bodies go down. Vaughn was one of them.
Foul. Jacques is just...
Well, you've got a double foul. That brings up a situation for a jump ball, so it's alternate possession.
And John Clougherty has just kicked Grimm out of the ballgame.
This is not what you want to happen at the end of a really good game. Missouri trying to steal the ball. Now here's Grimm. LaFrance has got it. There's the push and the foul. Oh, there it is right there. Grimm just came around with the elbow and hit him right in the face. LaFrance turns and goes. Look at Haas keeping him away. Clougherty pointing out. You're out of here.
That Grimm, and let's clear it. He was not ejected from the ballgame. He said Norm Stewart took him out of the ballgame. Now that's not the gesture we got from John Clougherty.
No, exactly.
But Don just came by here, Don Rutledge, and said 79-67. The #1 ranked Kansas Jayhawks avenge the loss of 13 days ago in double overtime to the Missouri Tigers as they won it tonight by 12 points. And they were led this evening by Rafe LaFrance as he ties a career high with 31. Paul Pierce with 22 points for the Missouri Tigers, 20 points for Lee.
Missouri and the Colorado Buffaloes getting ready to get it on. We're going to take you over to Alan Cass, the PA announcer.
For Colorado, Chauncey Billups.
Colorado with a win tonight. So many things would happen for this club. You have to remember, anywhere, you'll have to see him at the point. Sutherland, a pure three-point shooter, lets that one go, knocks it down, and Missouri's on top 3-2.
You know, he told me during dead against K-State, there's a lot of people from Columbia here.
And you get a side, the defensive end in general, he's fouled out of 4 of their last 8 games. And that thing, the wind must have got it. Gets the second one, an 82% free throw shoot. Fans like this defense. They get into it when Colorado makes it tough on the foe, but Sutherland hits the quick turnaround.
Carter with 18 wins will have this Iowa State game on Wednesday.
Sutherland from way outside his second three-pointer. Kelly Thames has really shot the ball well of late. But when they played Wake Forest, he went up against Tim Duncan. Thames makes her own lead for Missouri the other way. Lee goes around more and puts it in. The first hoop beside Jason's here.
Yeah, this caused a little controversy. Lee, the All-American out of junior college. That's the drive that he had no angle at all. That was just
in for Colorado. Sutherland gets caught up in the air. Thames works down low. Crowd wanted to walk, but Thames gets the deuce.
You know, it looked like he took them. They're struggling from the field. People getting to the line are going to make all the difference in the world. It's a very good free throw shooting team.
Thames led the way in the first game with the Bucks. Second free throw gives him 6.
Remember a ball game
to get after it. Tate battles to keep the basketball. Gets it over to Lee, who drains the three-pointer.
You know, he's just been getting better and better. He was injured with that double post offense that goes side to side, try and get something going.
Tate Decker with the shot, gliding to his left, and the freshman knocks it down. Decker guarded by Jensen, puts it on the floor, tries to dump it over to Tate. Baseline shot goes in. Tate's first hoop of the night. Spinning, blocked again by Decker, who's shown great help around the paint. We come back. 3:30 to go, 24-22 Mizzou. Working against Fryer. Grimm, the turnaround at the foul line, knocks it down. Buck Grimm with his first hoop.
I like him a lot.
Fryer from the wing knocks it down. Fryer ties it at 26 all. And that's the way we're going to go to halftime. Howard Fryer, an unlikely source of offense, but he had locker room having to battle back to eat.
His freshman year, there's no telling just how good he would have been. Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. This is Sutherland. He nails that one, and he just does a good job. He was 3 of 5 in the first half.
And then you have Kelly Thames, and of course Sutherland's shooting presence, even though challenged there, helped get some room for Thames to work. As we pointed out, he has 6 points in the game, so Kelly Thames also with 4 rebounds, doing a job on the. Billups comes away with it. He races Lee to the basket, puts it in.
He did a great job using his body. The deficit was 6.
Started with defense. Lee with the fadeaway from the foul line. Tyrone Lee knocks it down.
He can make the plays. It ain't question about it. Tyrone was a junior
back and knock it out of bounds. Sutherland, 3.
He is so tough. This guy you want on your side.
Throw shooter.
You didn't think they'd bring in a 50% free throw shooter, did you? Coach's box. He wants one because it's going bad. He should get one here. Let's see if he's out of the coach's box. Let's see if Eddie Jackson gives him one. Now he wants one. There it is. And that's what he wanted. He's got to get his ball club going. You get a technical for a reason. Now the veteran Danny Hooker comes over to settle him down. Trust me, I don't know Norm Stewart. He needed that one. His ball club is playing badly.
He really had to work, and that he does. Nice. Breaks the pressure, finds Grimm for a layup.
That's a great pass. Shot wasn't too bad either. It's at halftime.
Lee will try a 3, and Lee knocks one down from the other end.
Something doesn't show up.
See why. They don't put up many points, and they are struggling offensively again tonight. Meanwhile, Colorado has developed into a home monster. They are 10-1 before tonight here at the Coors Event Center. Thames spins inside for a pair for the Tigers. Tyrone Lee with a turnaround from 3, and it spins its way in. Tyrone Lee with his third three-pointer, now has 13.
Now you need a good.
Walter will try a three, and he buries it. Chip Walter. Walter will try another three, and he buries it again. No doubter, his second three-pointer.
And he shoots it quick back since then. On the verge of going. A lot of people think they're in regardless what they do the rest.
Run the last 3 games. But with that free throw, he just has 10 points tonight.
It's a cost because you're too close. If you get on the baseline too close, you discourage.
Derek Grimm with 6 points. Now 7, and the lead has been trimmed to 11. So
fires all over it.
Grimm traveling. Grimm shows the three, then knocks down the three.
That pivot foot came up. I'll tell you what, that's a great shot. That's a 10-point game.
5.5. Thames spins back, has it blocked partially, but Grimm gets the rebound, puts it in. See if they count the basket.
Oh, yeah, it's got to count.
Basket's good.
Boy, this thing is a long way from over.
Derek Grimm, a good free throw shooter, makes it a 7-point game, 65-58.
You got a clear side for Chauncey.
Let him get over the top. Three-pointer won't go. Rebounded Decker. Decker with a soft right hand won't go, but Grimm tips it in. Derek Grimm's having a nice... Phillips working one-on-one. He tries a three. Chauncey Phillips tips in. Colorado back in January. Back into the starting lineup. Knocks down the second one. 11 points.
Lee can shoot 3.
Tate Decker puts it on the floor. Foul line jumper. Boy, that looks sharp.
Hey, he's going to be a good-looking player. He's just a pup.
Colorado again will have a large advantage at the free throw line. Of course, there has been extended, not garbage time, but time where Missouri respected the league. Lee's shot is up and in. We'll see if they count the basket. He's a terrific free throw shooter, 85%. Second in the Big 12 to only Chauncey Billups. Sutherland makes them both, but you certainly can't foul.
Well, we thought that Chauncey was done. Ricardo took him out to get the big hand.
Sutherland has made 3 straight. 4 in a row.
Missouri's got this thing down to 7.
Reasons it is still just an 8-point game. Missouri still with reason to believe in Sutherland can make that and does. It was a 9-point game.
Can you believe this?
Jason Sutherland with 7 straight points.
You try and draw a charge, and then you foul as soon as they get it in if none of the first 2 work. This thing was over, and now it isn't.
Ricardo Patton disappointed. Jason Sutherland could not be left alone. Not all of the nearly 10,000 are still here, but those that are loving it as Tyrone Lee throws the last shot. Colorado is now 10-4 in the Big 12, 19-7 on the year. They beat Missouri here 84-75.
Did it with their defense. Got a great leader and a superstar. Chauncey Billups. Defense.
Billups finished with 31 points, but it was the team defense.
The 6'10 senior from Morton, Illinois. How about Missouri, what they've done here in Kemper, and you were a big part of that, John. 39-19. This has been a nice place for the Tigers to play down through the ski. So here we go. The evening session about to unfold. Again, Oklahoma State and Texas Tech winners this afternoon, and Nebraska gets the tip. Vincent Hamilton to Tyronn Lue, and on up it comes.
Just try to contain Tyronn Lue.
Jason Sutherland, a little short with a try. The rebound battle in the lane, picked up by Tate, and a nice soft hook goes.
Corey Tate was down low because he was posting up Tyronn Lue. Pick, he misses a shot, now the loose ball, Corey Tate. Some of the best hands in this conference, makes the easy basket. Nebraska jump shot can penetrate. It's always nice, Fred, to have your first one go in, even though you bank it in.
Doesn't that block taken away by Vincent Hamilton. He just took it right off Kelly Thames' hands, and now Thames battling to get it back, and a foul call over in front of the Nebraska bench.
Score on the offensive end.
John, one of 6 sophomores on this Nebraska team. They've got a future.
Yeah, they really do.
Corey Tate knocks down a tough shot from the right side of the key. Handling the ball now for Missouri. Too strong with it. L.D. Murdoch got it back in the lane.
Good rebound. Hamilton didn't block out. Murdoch strong.
With 14:40 left in our first half, Sutherland working on a Grimm pick. Gets it back to him. That's 3. Derek Grimm on the board. He needs help. He's picked up the dribble, finds Tate down inside. L.D. Murdoch. Nice soft touch by Murdoch. Interesting, John. He didn't play for 4 straight games. Then he played
rebound.
Mikey Moore has gone to the Husker bench. Hafer buries the free throw. His first point of the ball game.
The underneath out of bounds. Again, look for Grimm and Sutherland, the three-point shooters.
L.D. Murdoch able to finish it. He has a half dozen points. Young man from
his way to take a charge.
Now Ray with the lob down in the lane. Murdoch with a terrific catch and finish.
You know, it's interesting from end to end, especially with the dribble. A lot of guys can run without dribbling the ball. Teron, what he does so well is he can put it on the floor and take off.
Grimm from somewhere around Cameron. Very low-scoring ball game. 19-12 Missouri. They got Grimm inside for the easy two. He has 8.
Terrific pass by Hafer.
Grimm, Hafer. A little strong with a try. Oh, what a tip by Tyrone Lee.
Yeah, Tyrone Lee came from weak side, actually. Now more of a 2-3 look.
Hafer put it on the floor in the lane and a shot good. Jeff Hafer with his first field.
Put it right in the middle there. Now people collapse. He makes a ball fake. Good hard bounce. Bernard Garner doesn't step in to either take the charge or
here tonight now. L.D. Murdoch and Derek Grimm doing the bulk of the scoring. And there's Grimm in the lane. Leaning in with a soft one. And he has 10 points.
This time he's kind of making a move, trying to keep his head up, but he also wants to make sure he has that basketball at 6'10". There's the move right there. The pump fake did it all. Bernard Garner left
in the first half. Sutherland. Lee going to pull up and let one fly for 3. Tyrone Lee has a 5-point ball game now.
Tyrone Lee, who can set up and knock in 3-pointers. He has played very well. Average about
8 to Hafer. Tigers really have the offense spread right now. And Grimm finds one from the corner for 3.
Pretty nice when you can spot up a 6'10 guy on a press. Bernard Garner doesn't realize that one of the best shooters in the conference standing there in the corner. Corey Tate realized it. Derek Grimm, he should have pulled the trigger after that.
He should have. Now he's going to get another crack at it and knock it down. And he has 15 first half points in this ball game. And it's back to a 13-point. 4.2 seconds left. They get it to Sutherland. Sutherland puts it on the floor, fires a long 3. Oh my goodness.
Credit Norm Stewart. He puts in a guy last 5 seconds, and this Missouri team is leaving this floor in a very good frame of mind. 5 seconds left. Norm Stewart says, we'll put in Jason Sutherland. And that 3 puts him in the hard bounce, goes up to shoot it, has struggled with his shooting. Give Norm Stewart some credit, got the right guy in at the right time.
And the shots. Tigers are going to make a run. He's just about going to have to find the range and loosen things up. Like maybe this man, Derek Grimm, did. He had 15 first half points, and that is his 4th trade tonight.
Yeah, possibly another pick by Thames down low first, then Sutherland. Mikey Moore just late enough for
Murdoch. Lee, tough catch. He's got Grimm, put it on the floor and reversed it and scored.
Good ball fake, use the rim. Live a play.
20 on the shot clock. Grimm, oh nice no-look pass, and
looked like Hafer on the tip.
It was Hafer that got it after all.
Nebraska's made a good run, but they just can't get into something that's somewhat of flow offensively.
Now Tyrone Lee puts it back to the 10-point lead from a fire in him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and he looked good yesterday at practice. He was comfortable where his team was seated. He looked at the bracket. Again, that guy's had a lot of success in this building, in this tournament. He had a great year. Probably the highlight, obviously, of the Big 8 Conference, having 2 teams in the final.
Tyrone Lee knocks down a tough shot. Kelly Thames going strong and knocks it down off the back. His first points of the night.
Well, Missouri's first basket. Good hit ahead. Good stop. Off the backboard. Tyrone Lee has had some pretty good games the last 5 or 6 in this conference, averaging 14 the last 5, and very good offensively.
Well, that's a nice little touch, isn't it?
Games, they went 30 of 32 against Kansas State, and then in the win over Kansas, they were 30 of 34. 2 ball out. He wanted to show Derek his range. Boy, good hard cut by Sutherland. Lee put it right on the. Good pass. And how about the finish? That's a good shot. That's what you want to have if you're Mikey Moore in Nebraska. Get it down low, take the jump hook because he's awfully good inside, and Murdoch continues to play well.
Against Texas Tech.
Nebraska has numbers. Or Missouri does, excuse me.
Kelly Thames working it out. Kelly Thames has a half dozen now. And it's a 15-point lead again for Missouri, and Murdoch has been responsible for 10 of it. Thames knocks him down. He has 8 points all in the second half.
You know, 2 big points just because on Lee on the switch.
This is the closest Nebraska's been since the 13 left in the half.
Oh my, Tyronn Lue gets a tip in. He goes inside Tyronn Lee.
It's a 5-point ball game, and Norm Stewart wants a 20-second timeout. 2 for 7 from the floor in this game. But this is a different game for Jason Sutherland.
Jason, the leading free throw shooter in the history of Missouri basketball.
The lead is back to 7. Just picked up the dribble, needs help. He finds Hafer, he finds Grimm, he finds Sutherland, and he finds 3.
Well, terrific ball movement finally by the top. To a teammate, Hafer kicks it. Now you have the defense running. You have your 2 best shooters on one side. Take a pick. Which one do you want to guard?
By 8. And now 9 with 2:43 to play, and Sutherland.
What Missouri's doing is getting back on their heels, and Lue will go right by you.
7-point game now. Hafer to Grimm. And the foul. Count the bucket. That's big.
The value of Jeff Hafer, only a freshman to this ball club. He was missed sorely with jump shot, but here's what he does best. He explodes to the hole, gives it to a teammate. Easy basket in the foul for Grimm.
Yeah, I'm watching Norm Stewart over there, John, and again, you played for him. You would know this much. Lue.
Boy, the guy, you know, it's funny. Guys are just laying down. I mean, Kelly Thames was barely touched, and he laid down like a charge.
Now Lue and Grimm. Lue got unhappy with Derek Grimm as they tried to come out of that.
Mikey Moore gets the shot. Now he swings the elbow. Obviously didn't connect with Sutherland, but Sutherland back on his heels, gets up. Now Lue goes through. He barely touches Thames, and Thames acts as though he was hit hard, and now the confrontation on the floor. Part of the NIT criteria.
All the fouls now will be 2 shots tonight. 4 for 6 at the free throw line.
You know, he's hit a lot of rim on these free throws.
Yeah, he has. 54 seconds to play. Sutherland knocks them both down. We are back, and Missouri with a 6-point lead over Nebraska. Player of the game.
Yeah, Grimm had a great start. 15 the first half. Started shooting the basketball well, and the reason that
tonight, and you're talking about an 86% shooter. Comes back and gets that one. 7-point game, shooting 91% in conference play. So he's been getting better. Central figure than those points would indicate.
Well, one of those valuable players a lot of coaches like to have. Has good hands, very good defender, can play about 5 feet.
Who just made 2. Right back up there, stroking it.
What you like about seeing players, what I like about players, is next year coming back and seeing the guys that have improved their game on their own in the summertime. I mean, some guys are the same player for 4 years. Corey Tate obviously had to work in one area on the free throw line, and he made a vast improvement. Great win tonight for the Tigers.
Kelly Thames pulls the rebound out of there, and Missouri's won it 78-72. So the Tigers will move on into the quarterfinal round, and they'll play Texas at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Norm Stewart bending knees, shaking hands. Nebraska finishes now at 16 o'clock to tackle with the Texas Longhorns. Texas, the number 2 seed, turn that into a heck of a game tomorrow night. After the impressive performance here, and Norm Stewart has a meeting at midcourt here right now. Kind of an interesting little meeting taking place before they leave the floor. Norm talking to his ball club. So Missouri advances to face Texas. So the matchup, Iowa State at 2:20, Texas and Missouri at 6.
The best half of basketball for this team this year.
Yeah, we came out and really played aggressive, got after them on defense. Offensively, we just set a lot of screens, got people open. I happen to have a hot hand, and they got me the ball on the outside. We just played as a team.
I guess you halfway expected a run by Nebraska late because they're a pretty good ball club, and you played them close.
Yeah, they're a very good ball club, and they're not going to give up. You know, they came after us. We made a little run. They responded and made one as well. So we just had to keep our composure and play out the game.
All right, we're going to roll some highlights from the truck. You had a good game inside and outside. What we're going to show are some inside moves. Coming into the game, did you know you were going to be the guy? The offense was really moving well.
Yeah, we really played together tonight. You know, we came out, we looked for guys who had the hot hand, and you know, that's what we need to do on the offensive end. Defensively, though, we came out with the intensity we needed to stop them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. In the first half, offensively, you were pretty good, but defensively, one of the best halves you've had all year as well. Tell us, if you can, what Coach Stewart said to the team, an interesting huddle there at the end after the victory.
He just said, keep playing. It's one game at a time, and we came out and played aggressive tonight, but we have to respond and come back tomorrow.
Now you have Texas, a team that beat you in a close ball game. I guess you feel confident that you can go against these Longhorns.
Well, we played them pretty well there. We lost, I think, by 4 or 6 points. We felt like we could have won that ball game, and we just have to come out with the confidence and keep playing the same aggressive style we are at this moment.
All right, Derek, good game tonight. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
All right, Derek Grimm, the senior.
When you got Norm out there leading the group, you've always got an opportunity. I just think down the stretch they're going to frustrate Texas, but at the same time I think what we're going to see is we're going to see this team fade out down the stretch in the second half, and I've talked about the 10 or the 7-minute mark in the second half, which will be the difference.
Yeah.
Sutherland with a tough catch in traffic gives it up to Derek Grimm off the baseline. Won't stick. Tip good. That was Tyrone Lee that went up and got it. Second time he hit the deck hard, and now ball swatted and stolen by D.B. Ray, and Sutherland's going to finish this one. Oh, what a run. Made it in right there by Chris Clack, but Sutherland got it down right here.
Well, I think there's two parts to that. Jason has been known to do some things in ball games and win him all conference in this league. Last year he was MVP of the Southwest Conference Tournament when they lost by 2 points in the final.
This way, if it's a category, he's probably leading.
Yeah, and a lot of people remember teammate of Felipe Lopez. Back in high school, Lopez got all the publicity, went to St. John's.
L.D. Murdoch, a sophomore from Columbus, Kansas, right on the Missouri border.
Exactly right.
Kelly Thames misses the spinner. L.D. Murdoch gets it back up, and here he goes again. Off the bench with a big bucket.
I couldn't tell. It looked like maybe it was Quarles. L.D. Murdoch, nobody helps him out, and Murdoch walks in and hits the layup.
L.D. Murdoch, who picked up 10 points in a hurry last night for his ball club, scores here. He has 5, their biggest lead of the night, midway through the first half, and Sutherland comes roaring down the lane. He's knocked down 3 touchdowns.
Normally a jump shooter. Now he's putting it on the floor, and watch splits the defense, a leg kick, the soft floater through the lane.
And made that same shot.
Good looks. He told me before the game, he said, God, these guys are just guarding me too well.
Well, and they have been. He was only 1 for 10 on threes.
L.D. Murdoch.
Thames got it up in a hurry. Kelly Thames with his first 2 points of the night in his career. This game has a baseball flavor. Bob Garibaldi, one of the officials, was a former Major League pitcher, and Tom Penders to play a little golf. Let's do a lot of things. Fun guy. Hafer knocks the free throw down.
And was there to help him for about the 8-foot jump shot.
Tate trying to save it, does. Gave it up to D.B. Ray. And the lob to Hafer. Boom. Oh my. There's a finish. Tate led the whole town in smiles last night. He was having more fun playing. L.D. Murdoch buries a turnaround jump hook.
Who's this guy?
Where'd that come from? I've seen that shot.
I mean, the instant offense off the bench.
D.B. Ray getting pats on the back as the Tigers come to the bench. They're back within 1.
We've seen LD hit jump shots. We've seen him do some things, and here's a new wrinkle. A little bit
by assistant coach Tim Anderson when they got back to the bench.
Yeah, D.B. Ray puts it right on the money. Hafer, we talked about his athletic ability. D.B. Ray threw that from half court. And he's relying himself to take the shot.
6 seconds left. He gives it up to Perriman.
Good decision. Doesn't take long. Great release. Great shot.
A fadeaway 3. Perriman launched that thing in a hurry. His 3rd 3 of the first half. He finishes the 9. The Longhorns go to the locker room with a 4-point lead over Missouri. Texas, when we come back, Doug Bell waits in Studio 66 with information for you.
Pretty tough for Sutherland to get a call. Last few weeks, he's had a hard time. The referees haven't given him too many breaks.
Corey Tate knocks it down. He's fouled. Count it. Corey Tate's first bucket of the... Winning that one from Texas Tech.
Yeah, when the Cyclones took the floor to that game, all of a sudden the arena was noisier than it had been for the first day.
Try one, buddy. There goes Tyrone Lee. Oh, what a nice finger roll. 6 for Tyrone Lee.
Texas not looking at the basketball. They push it up easily. Missouri, and pretty good finish by Tyrone Lee.
Three-point ball game now. Texas in front as they get the ball back. Chico by Jordan with the pick.
Tate is big, but he's only 230. They list Dennis here. He's probably ready to sign up Big Dennis for a year.
Tate gets them both down. He is 5 for
by Sutherland and by Vasquez. Good play by Vasquez. Vasquez smart enough to know on the floor, saved it early, and Sutherland over one table. It's that second table, Fred.
66, the performance company. Derek Grimm had a notion, didn't shoot it. Sutherland will for 3. That's good. Second 3 of the night for Missouri. That might get him loose. Ball fake, fires it out. Sutherland's won't go. The tip is good. That was Kelly Thames. It's getting a little physical out there. Must be tournament time, John.
And again has struggled his last 4 ball games, shooting 26%.
Sutherland finds L.D. Murdoch near the basket. Count it. He's been fouled, and L.D. Murdoch in the ball game involved again.
And give credit to Jason Sutherland. He made a pump fake. Before he's going to pump fake to Kelly Thames. Defense moves over down low. Then he puts it to L.D. Murdoch. Murdoch a little bigger, a little stronger than Perryman. Finishes.
L.D. Murdoch 10 points, 4 for 4 from the floor, 2 for 3 on the free throw line. Makes an old-fashioned three-point play, and the Tigers go up by 3. And here come the Tigers. Hafer with a finish. Jason Sutherland really getting it done for Missouri right now. And the timeout taken by Texas. The Tigers break to a 5-point lead with 13:07 to play. How about the way Sutherland's playing right now?
Yeah, the senior to the freshman. Sutherland that time, simple 2-on-1 basketball. And what make the defender stop you. Go all the way, make the defender commit, then pull up. Good easy pass over. Hafer finishes. The senior to the freshman.
John, I know you saw.
As he goes in here, watch the bodies go. And Big Dennis is going to make sure Thames goes down. Here's Sutherland, I think, who is aiming in a certain arena. And he missed 3 last night. He's missed 3 tonight.
Vasquez knocks down a 3, and that is huge. Perryman took it away, and they find Freeman at the 3-point line, but Hafer's out covering him, pulls up and shoots it anyway, and knocks it down, and Texas back in front.
Line drive, barely got over the front of the rim. Well, 2 big 3-pointers by Texas.
Tyrone Lee, Kelly Thames starts to move on Jordan, pulls it up, pops it, and gets it.
Well, Jordan will be able to contain Thames outside. Thames pulled away outside. Jordan had
down for a while now.
Can even guard him.
I was just thinking that gets more touches for the other guys now, so we'll see what happens there. Lee knocks them both down. He has 8 points in his contest. 3-point lead, Missouri. The Tigers started back in front. Timeout here, 10:39 to play, and we've got a good one going. Third foul on Dennis Jordan. Kelly Thames, 7 points in the ball.
And I don't know if Grimm said something to him, but Jordan came right back to Grimm's ear. The referee stepped in, gave Jordan a technical.
And the technical was his 5th foul.
There's a screen, there's the foul right there. So he calls a foul, and that is why Derek Grimm is shooting 2.
Well, this could be a big call in the ball game. Grimm knocks them both, shoot the technicals. You know what? Was there a double technical on that? There was. It was a
double foul, change of possessions, and they are talking already to each other.
Okay, it was Jordan a personal foul only, and Grimm a technical only. So Jordan a personal on Jordan and a technical on Grimm. Tyrone Lee, that's a huge 3-point shot from Missouri.
What a swing of events for the Tigers.
Now a 7-point lead to Missouri with 8:04 to play. 8:04 to play, and we're back after this from your friends at Phillips 66, the Performance Company. Not take the 5th foul. Now Thames again has it in his hands, takes it to the lane. Tough. Oh, nice left-handed shot. Kelly Thames, and the Tigers lead by 9.
Kelly Thames has been the guy they've worked on that right side. They get him on there, and then they all kind of clear out. This time Murdoch gives him a little pick, and Thames continues to knife his way in with a nice little left finger roll off the glass. J.C. Holloway a year ago.
D.B. Ray's first point.
Yeah, and if you're a point guard and shoot that low, you probably won't be in down the stretch of a lot of ball games. You want your point guard to handle the ball and shoot a lot of free throws.
Free throw went
just left for a layup. Doesn't give it to him, wants it himself.
And Sutherland found his stroke that time, which is unusual for him. Nothing but net both times there. And Missouri back to the 6-point lead now. 4.
Got Perryman on the right side. Oh, and Clark didn't give it up. That's his 5th foul.
I
can't figure it out, Fred. You got a teammate who can stroke it in all day to shoot it if he gives it up long before this. Sutherland just stands there. Probably didn't get quite as hard as he felt. Good look at Norm Stewart talking with two seniors, chuckling a little bit.
Kelly Thames got a lot of rim, but knocks it down. 8 shots for Kelly Thames. Coming on in the second half now. 9 second half points, 11 in the ball game. Tate, turnaround spinner, won't fall. Hafer with a huge rebound for Missouri. They get it back with 3:12 to play. Tate to Hafer to Murray. Comes around the pick in the lane. Corey Tate, shot no. And the save by Missouri again. Texas slapped it out. Hafer picked it off.
Led the conference in conference play from the free throw line, nearly 91%.
You talked last night. Was he last year? Well, he was. Missouri by 5. 2:20 to play. Texas basketball.
Grimm got the ball. He was wide open down the court, and the hard hip foul into the.
Tonight with 8 points. Look at the difference in the free throwing in this half. I mentioned earlier, Missouri, the third bet, find a decent shot.
Texas relying on just dribble penetration and one guy rising up to shoot the jump shot.
Vasquez with a miss, and Missouri with a rebound. Hafer comes off with a long rebound and is fouled.
Hafer with that guy as they pulled his uniform away, and referee said, "Get the shirt in."
Did Norns look
like basketball because of their good free throw ability?
Now they come to Chip Sutherland. They got him double teamed at midcourt. He tries to clear it, gets it back off a deflection. He needs help. And Hafer coming to get it. He's fouled.
Oh, that was the Tigers you'd like to foul. Only 56% on the season.
Just made 1 out of 2. Knocks that one down.
We talked about the groundswell. The fact the fan base here, they're used to Norm Stewart bringing in some crowds. There's some teams that have done well here, and everybody goes well.
Missouri by 5 with 30 seconds to play for Texas. The Longhorns down by 5 with 22 seconds to play. They need to go in a hurry. Missouri takes it away. Tate the deflection.
Someone needs to keep it in his hands, draw contact. Here's the best free throw shooter in the conference.
16 points for Jason Sutherland and 8. But when they had to have him, he got them both. The Tigers by 7, 15.8 seconds to play, and listen to the Missouri fans coming to life here in Kemper now.
I think in the conference, once you get past Kansas, everybody can beat everybody else. And you see Missouri, if they advance on, as they will, against Texas, and Murdoch has been the guy. He had 17 earlier this year against Kansas State, and so far doesn't play a lot of minutes, but he's been the hero for the Tigers so far.
Oh, how about the catch by Jason Sutherland? This game is over. Missouri advances. 80-75. Texas lost to Missouri here tonight, and the number 2 seed is gone. And now we've got some chattering going on out on the court. Sheldon Quarles of Texas.
Well, we need to get the players just off the floor.
L.B. Murdoch, same thing. Now Corey Tate is walking Sheldon Quarles away, and Sheldon Quarles gives him a little bit of a hug. So now we've got handshakes and hugs. It's a love fest.
Yeah.
Hey, I like you. I like you too.
Sloppy ball game, but Missouri advances on. Texas will look forward to the NCAA play.
80-75 Missouri, and the Tigers are in the semifinal round. They're up to 15-16 on the year. Texas finished
some good things. Jason Sutherland got things rolling, knocking them in from outside. He hit some plays on the run inside, and he also did some nice things by passing the basketball. He had one on the outside, and this time on the fast break down low. He comes in, makes a good pass to the freshman Hafer for the easy finish.
Fred, thank you. We're here with L.B. Murdoch, and we're surrounded by Missouri Tigers fans and supporters. They're all up and down the aisles. I think
that ball on his shoulder, and he's going to throw a pass. And, man, what great hands by Corey Brewer.
And Sutherland able to catch it and get rid of it, and it winds up in a foul on Oklahoma.
I mean, have you ever seen more banging and more physical contact in one game than we've seen here this afternoon?
Joe Poznansky, a writer for the local paper here, wrote a story in the paper this morning about it. It is postseason play, isn't it?
Boy, I mean, you talk about some intensity.
Thames knocks them both down. Now Missouri back in front by 9 with 13:35 to play. Oklahoma got a little spark and made a little run.
Yeah, Missouri did a great job of answering that.
It's called intentional, so it'll be 2 free throws in possession.
Watch him grab his head. Look, he looks up. Oh, yeah, no question. Look, that's a takedown. That's a reverse. 1 point, 2 points. See, I'm a wrestling guy. I know this stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's intentional foul. There's no question about that.
Hafer, Corey Tate, and L.D. Murdoch for Missouri. Thames with a free throw.
It's probably been over 10 years since I've seen a basketball team shoot free throws as well as this Missouri team shoots. You know, I don't know what that called. I mean, decent down on the defensive end, but boy, down on the offensive end, you put that ball up on the glass and he goes
over there.
That's a bit of a 5-second count.
He just has to throw it. He does. Tate saves it. To
Man.
Oh, did they bail that one out?
Yeah, they really did bail it out to be in that situation.
And strength. Jeff Hafer with 4 points a day. Free throw good.
Are hurting. Tell a few of them to pipe down a little bit. Some of them on the front row move back to the back.
6-6 for Jeff Hafer. 10:50 to play. 11-point lead Missouri. The number 10 seed trying to slug their way into the national championship game. No pun intended there. There's Nate Erdman. Shoulder and all, knocking down a 3.
Yeah, but see, even after he hit that shot, he dropped
Oklahoma, trying to fight back. Jason Sutherland, nice little move. The shot off the glass.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen Jason Sutherland go off the glass. That time Tim Heskey got caught on a screen.
Now called on Nahara. Nahara commits the foul, and that's going to be it for him. Nahara just fouled out of the ballgame.
Yeah, with 9 minutes and 47 seconds.
The effort he turned in last night. All 9 of Kelly Thames' points have come at the line. Missouri by 10. And now by 11.
You just can't overstate the value of having kids that can shoot free throws like that. I mean, that is just...
Court Sutherland gets rid of it. Lob down low. Oh, and a finish. Kelly Thames able to finish it. His first field goal of the day. He's got a lot of company. Jason Sutherland, 15 points today. Sutherland has 16 points, and we have timeout with 7 minutes. Nate Erdman has managed to score just 8 points in this ball game. Injured shoulder first half. Sutherland, a huge 3 for Missouri. 19. Texas. He led her to track and golf in high school, too, as well as basketball. The distance.
Yeah, but that's right. 73 of 91 free throws. 80% this weekend. That is just... I can't even find words to do. I should have whispered that.
Oh, there goes Sutherland to deck, and a foul on Renzai Stone. No bucket. Renzai's 10 fouls in the second half, so everybody will shoot 2.
I mean, we could have a 20-foul rule. And they would have
20 points on the day for Jason Sutherland. Well, he's stroking it now. He had a little problem in the first 2 games, but he got his stroke.
Not like a Jason grinning at Jerry Donaghy over there. Like, well, I tried.
Well, you have to wonder how much the winner of this game will have left. Tomorrow will be their 4th straight day, and I know you have some thoughts about that.
Yeah, I mean, we all
on the shot clock. Rim up top against Stone, fires a long 3. Oh, my goodness.
Man, you have got to be kidding me. 6 feet 10 inches buck Grimm from about 25 feet with the shot.
11 as they try to work their way into the championship game, and Buck Grimm may have given them a big step in that direction right there. Basketball this year, Reed Geddes, 2 overtimes down in Columbia. There's your score, 94-all, and look what happens. The deflection, Jock Vaughn gets a hand on it. But Corey Tate picks it up, and the only loss this year by Kansas in 2 overtimes in Columbia, Missouri.
And Corey Tate will forever be remembered as the man who hit the shot in double overtime with 5.8 seconds left.
The 8% shooter hit both his tries so far today. Hey, I'll tell you what, good free throwing maybe is contagious.
Follow through. You know, he's playing with a big old cast on his left hand. It's the same, the wrap is the same color as the skin, so it's felt. And the thing's already hurt so bad. He's missed a lot of games, missed 11 games this year. Look, he just came down right on that left side. Boy, howdy, that hurts. Take a look at it from one more angle, and then watch his left hand go down. Look. Oh, man. Gee, was called a mash unit.
Well, he is really in pain. But before this game ends, there's a minute 56 play. Now's the time to do it. We have an outstanding... Jason Sutherland comes back and gets the next one.
Which normally, you know, you'd say that's great free throw shooting. When you can make 20 out of 20 day.
Sutherland knocks them both down. Again and again. L.B. Murdoch. Here comes Erdman and Sutherland in that huge collision in the first half. Erdman hurt, bad shoulder. Just this year, Tyrone Lee amiss. Will be dismissed from the squad for missing the free throw when this thing is over.
It just cracks me up. The fans all
go in, and Oklahoma scoring quickly. Now it's a 5-point ball game. 44 seconds to play, and Nate Erdman almost in her lap. And Buck Grimm may have just put the icing on the cake with his 17th point, 39. A record of 16-16 unless a miracle finish happens here for Oklahoma, and it's not likely to. And two old rivals will hook up here tomorrow. You have to wonder how much Missouri
at the brackets, and he gets a smile on his face. And you know, the Missouri Tigers have won more tournament titles.
Kelvin Sampson telling his team not to foul. Kelly Thames buries the freedom of the game. Allison tries to knock one down. Can't. Missouri has the ball. This one's going to end right here. And the Tigers are in the championship game against Kansas tomorrow afternoon. 89-80 Missouri. The 10th seeded team wins their third straight game in this tournament. Norm Stewart and Kelvin Sampson talking to the win to go to the NCAA tournament. Norm Stewart shaking hands with all of Oklahoma players. 3. So they are winning it at the free throw line in this tournament. 89-80 Missouri. And here it is tomorrow, the championship game at noon in Kemper, Kansas against Missouri.
If you bombing from the outside, you've had a whale of a tournament, and things have really just gone your way, haven't they?
Yeah, you know, I just came in, tried to be more aggressive on the offensive end, look for my shot a little bit more, and guys have been getting me the best.
Highlights in this whole tournament. Describe this for us.
Yeah,
there you are right there.
There's a good pass from Jeff Hafer, and I just tried to finish strong, came up underneath, and got a good look at.
Hard to maintain that intensity?
Well, I think we'll be ready. We had a few guys in foul trouble today, so they got some.
Tomorrow, and we will bring you back to the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City at Kemper for final words after this.
3 games in 3 days to get here, and they did it with victories over Nebraska, Texas, and Oklahoma. Kansas, the #1 seed in the tournament, at a first-round bye. They posted wins over Oklahoma State, and they throttled Iowa State yesterday. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. For Missouri, dramatically different tale. Win and they're in, lose and their season is over. And Billy, when we talk about Kansas career victories, Kelly Thames is his leading scorer and rebounder. Corey Tate will always be known as the man who hit the game-winning shot in double overtime to give Kansas its only loss of the season to date. Derek Grimm, Jason Sutherland, and Jeff Hafer, a freshman, round out the starting 5 for Missouri, who come in with an even record of 16-16 with 3 straight wins in this tournament. LaFrance, the conference player of the year. Paul Pierce has been the leading scorer in each of the 2 games in this tournament. Scott Pollard, Jacques Vaughn, and Jared Haas round out the starting 5. Haas still playing with a broken bone in his right wrist. That's
going to be interesting early on. Missouri has played 3 games in 3 days against a very fresh and powerful defensive team in Kansas.
3-point range have the Jayhawks, shooting just 25% from beyond the arc over the last 6, and that was from downtown Topeka. A 3 by Derek Grimm at 6'10". He can shoot from way outside.
Messi is now 0 for 6 in the tournament from 3.
There's a 3 for Paul Pierce, the sophomore from Los Angeles. 8 points and 9.2 rebounds in the regular season, but up above that in conference. Grimm the score.
Beautiful play by Missouri, and the fact that they have now take a look at the stats here, Sean. This is absolutely amazing. As I said, against Oklahoma yesterday, Missouri 40 for 47. Against Texas, 33 for 44. Well, also, so they may have a little bit of chemistry that works well against Kansas.
And the short shot missed by Thames, but then tipped up and in.
Pretty nice job by Pugh defensively to stop.
Displacing Missouri, what Kansas did today. Jacques Vaughn, Jared Haas and company were up 24 at the break, up 30 in the second half. Vaughn to Paul Pierce. Missouri, a very physical team. They've been physical with everybody else, but Kansas's defense outlasted the physical Missouri play. And let's get physical. Their version of the big dance as KU takes home the first ever Big 12 championship. Roy Williams and company cutting down the nets after a very convincing 27-point win.
Hey, Paul Pierce, 30 points, 11 rebounds. The sophomore is playing like an NBA